Thank you for being here at the not special meeting, extra meeting for Village Council on July 13th to cover the July 6th meeting. We will start with a prayer from Pastor Steve and a pledge of allegiance.
Lord, we thank you for your love and your grace. And we continue to pray for the village of Hicksville that we come to know you in a real and personal way, that we'd realize that you are the creator God, that we realize that you are love and grace. And Lord, continue to open up our eyes to your truth each and every day. Lord, we just thank you. We just praise you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thanks, Steve. Roll call.
Here. Miller.
Here.
Solana.
Here.
Sidak.
Here.
Conway. Here. Bassett.
Here. Thank you for being here tonight. We have approval of the June 15th minutes and also the July 6th quick meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve as written. Second.
Roll call.
Bassett.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Egley.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Solana.
Yes.
Sidak.
Yes.
Approval of bills list in your packet.
Cheryl, were you ever able to get that breakdown of the bill?
I'll send email to everybody.
Yeah.
I'll check my email.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Roll call.
Egley.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Bassett.
Yes.
Sidak.
Yes.
Solana.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Boards and commissions, do we have any boards and commissions that met in the past couple weeks? I don't believe so. Council committee reports, I don't believe we've had any of those either. So we are up to Corey's report.
The only thing I have on additional to my report was a recommendation for hire. The guy's name is Michael Boyd. Hire him within our water department. We interviewed him quite a while ago. He does already have a Class A CDL, which he doesn't actually need a Class A. But yeah, to bring him on as a grade 2 laborer at $23.27, and I was going to inform you guys that Brayton Fogel, I was moving him to a grade 1. To a grade 1 laborer. I'm sorry, the grade 2 is a 2183, and then the grade 1 is 27. We've been with one guy in the water department, just Troy, for probably going on 3 months, 2.5 months. So it's kind of been a struggle.
Okay, I will go forward with Corey's recommendation for hire.
Yeah. Make a motion to accept that.
Second.
Roll call.
Bassett.
Yes.
Sidak.
Yes.
Solana.
Yes.
Conway.
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Egley.
Yes.
Then I do have one more thing, just wanted to go over with you guys. As everybody knows, the roof down there on the building, a good portion of it came apart during our windstorm or thunderstorm a while back. And the insurance company and the contractors have been going back and forth on what they feel needs to be done. Currently, if they just do the repair on there, the patch would be 60 feet by 25 feet, and all it's gonna cost us is $1,000, just our deductible. In order to replace the entire roof, which is, I don't know how old, it is 147 feet long, 52 feet wide. Insurance company came back with a number of $87,860. So our portion for the village, since they don't want to cover the whole thing, our portion of the village would be $25,250 to get all new roof put on that building down there. So I wanted just to talk to you guys and see what your thoughts were on either replacing the entire roof or to just do a patch. And we do have other locations that leak once in a while.
Did you get more than one estimate for that? Cotterman and Company, I seen was the name that was on
Yeah,
there.
they were the lower one. The other one was like 124,000 to do the whole roof.
Was Richland out of Defiance, I think, Brian Defiance?
Yeah, they're out of the fines now. They weren't in on us. The Cottermans, who was the insurance company, brought over. we
That's who
had-
did the school when we had the hail damage done.
The Cotterman?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did the other company ever give you an estimate for our roof?
I don't think so.
We never received one either.
Just for that repairing up there?
Where it's leaking, there's 3 spots.
Yeah. If they did do the repair back here, it was like $1,400 to do a good section of this old roof on this building.
Because we got the ones in the middle of the office and then on the wall,
Yeah.
outside wall.
I'll touch base with John tomorrow, and I'm sure he's got it around, just hasn't sent it over. We have a lot of old stuff.
Well, what's your thoughts? 1,000 to repair or 25,000 to replace?
If we do the repair at 1,000, we're responsible for the whole replacement later on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 years, or there's no,
Yep, the patch will take a 1 year, we'll give it a 1 year warranty on the patch, just because the rest of it is fairly old. And I don't know, can't have any idea how old that roof is.
I was gonna ask him if he,
It was there when I started in 2000.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's every bit of 30
Did
years
you
old.
ever have it done?
Just had some key leaks on.
budget-wise, money.
This would have to come out of capital for this year, capital project, which plenty of funding in there. But I didn't want to go ahead and say, well, let's just go ahead and replace the whole thing. I brought it up to you guys.
So our portion again that we'd have to pay, 25,000?
Yep, 25,250
Okay.
would be our portion. The overall project is 87,860. And then that would, I'm assuming that's gonna come with a lot better warranty. I don't know what the warranty is, but I know the patch is only 1 year.
You know the roof more than I do. What do you do?
Preferably the whole thing. We have, clear on the back end of it, we have areas that leak. So, it's old. The chimney is, fell apart. All we really need is just a flue pipe sticking up, that's it for the water heater. But with this damage, every time it rains, the bathroom is pretty rough shape, and then the zoning office is in really, really rough shape now.
you need a motion for it, or is it just
20 year.
our blessing?
Maintenance, 20 years.
Is that what it says? Yeah, so it's to be a 20-year warranty with the new roof. We'll all be retired by then.
That's for the 87,000.
That's for the bigger dollar amount, yes.
I think we should replace it. So we own the building, you're not gonna get this kind of deal down the road, especially with an insurance payment and helping with the overall cost.
I think we'd still use the building for something later, even if things did happen.
Do you need a motion, or it's in your budget, or?
I mean, it's in the capital. I'm not touching it, so I just wanted to be as transparent as possible.
A lot better price than later on.
Just put a new tarp over.
So that's it, replace it?
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Any other questions for Corey? And, all right, we're to the solicitor's report. Cheryl's gonna have to read. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate it.
And if you have questions.
Yeah. And before we read the first one, I don't know if you guys want to address what the situation is with this agreement with the CIC that we thought we had, but we didn't, again, had to redo it. redo
Well, I actually
some
think we
verbiage.
do have it.
We do it, yeah, but.
It was just back in the probably late sixties,
70s,
seventies. So we thought if there's a lot of activity in Hicksville, that would probably be best that we make sure we have it all updated. So Mark prepared a resolution, sent that to Avery, that should be in your packet. And then Donnie, who's representing, the village, just said that it'd be best practice to also have an agreement. So that agreement was in there, Mark's reviewed it. It's just a standard agreement.
It defines what we've been doing.
What we've been doing for years, decades.
Yeah.
But, so it's pretty standard. Do you guys have any questions?
But with this due, and we were talking tonight, can we just read it as an irregular, or does it have to be an emergency due to the situation we have with the properties?
Well, to use the CIC as a pass-through, the CIC has to be designated as its agent under the Ohio Revised Code for certain purposes. And that's one of the things we've been working on. There's two parts of the code, but residential only fits under one of the two.
Sure.
And we're not sure that the one that would have been drafted back in the 1970s, I'm not sure if I don't know what it said, because it's been lost to time.
But he's asking if
I know.
they're allowed to pass it by emergency, because we've got Jefferson South Holdings that's wanting to start moving.
Well,
their-
if it's not an emergency, isn't there a referendum period before it takes effect?
30 days.
Yeah. So, I guess that's a question for, I don't know what the recent discussions have been with the developers, but if you don't want to wait 30 days, then an emergency passage would be helpful.
And I know they've both been wanting, but we have to read their legislation also.
Correct.
The following council meeting on the 20th.
And the need for housing in Hicksville is getting to a critical point. We have couple unannounced projects that will be announced here soon. So that's just gonna reiterate the need that we have, so. And then getting to understand the housing development side of things, it's like they only have a certain window that they can do certain things. So they're hoping to get into that window at the end of this year to start moving dirt and getting things laid out.
Sure.
So we don't want all those people moving to Antwerp. Even their 40 acres they have.
So I said, we can leave it as is and read it 3 times, or we can pass it. We'll have the other resolutions next on the 20th and read all 3 of them again, and then pass them probably as an emergency on the next meeting, if that would work for everybody. And go that route, so next Monday, yeah. I like the plan, so very good. We'll read the first one, we'll read them tonight as is, and then bring the rest of them back next Monday as an emergency.
Yeah, because the other two are just resolutions to give them permission to sign. First reading of ordinance 2026-07 by caption only, designating the Community Improvement Corporation, or CIC of Defiance County, as the agent for the Village of Hicksville, and authorizing and approving the execution of an agreement and plan for industrial, commercial, distribution, and research development with the CIC of Defiance County. And we have first reading of ordinance 2026-08 by caption only, amending section 141.16 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Hicksville, establishing current charges for the rescue company's service. And if you notice on there, it was for the non-transports and mileage only. And the first reading of resolution 2026-21 by caption only for the Village of Hicksville to enter into a contract with Fencing Contracting LLC for the Columbia Hattery Water Main Replacement Project and declaring an emergency.
Make motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Roll call.
Conley,
Yes.
Egley,
Yes.
Bassett,
Yes.
Siedek,
Yes.
Solana,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
For, second and final reading of Resolution 2026-21 by caption only for the Village of Hicksville to enter into a contract with Fenton Contracting LLC for the Columbia Hattery Water Main Replacement Project and declaring an emergency.
So moved.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Miller,
Yes.
Solana,
Yes.
Siedek,
Yes.
Bassett,
Yes.
Conway,
Yes.
Egley.
Yes.
Thanks, Cheryl. Next, we have department heads. I know Bruce is not able to be here tonight. He had a class. Chief Derek, we have Chief Benning here, but I know Bruce had sent the report out and what he's planning on doing, so I appreciate that. So, Mark, do you have anything for us this evening?
Calls and cases are in here.
What's that?
Your calls and cases are in this packet.
Okay, that's really the only thing, and then we should have, hopefully tomorrow, we will have the new car. At least get it back where it's been decaled and striped from Beaches, Jeopardy, so. Other than that, and then we'll move forward with the process of stripping the other one and getting ready to sell and go deals.
Any questions for Mark? Thank you. Cheryl, you're back up.
Well, I had a question with Bruce's notes. Do we kind of talk to him about, like, moving to 12? Is that what we're gonna discuss during finance?
Among other things, but yeah.
Well, I didn't know if that needed to be discussed now, or if we were gonna wait and discuss it at finance and bring it back up. He plans on going live August 5th, right,
But we
and,
talked about it a lot, and he never pulls the trigger on it. And it's like, let's get this done.
but we need a resolution. We can't just move everyone to salary.
Yeah, you would have to do that too.
Yes, and we'd have to discuss how that will fit into his budget, so like, August 5th feels a little,
That's why I need a meeting.
yeah. Like, on here, it didn't reference a meeting, which is why we had actually discussed whether or not there needed to be
Yeah,
a meeting.
I've done all of the numbers for him. I just let him do them.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, we won't have a resolution though for Monday night either. Will we?
No, not
See,
ever.
I'm kind of confused. Are they gone salary or are they staying hourly?
That was, my idea was the salary so that they still don't, try to get overtime. Because although they would still be eligible for overtime because they are non-exempt,
Do you finish off around?
after they work 12 hours, they're probably not gonna want to do it anymore. Work 16 hours, they're not gonna do that. I mean, hopefully.
Oh,
Okay, I've talked with you twice, I'm still confused.
what's that?
Well, because I didn't think they were gone salary, I thought they were gone hourly. But now they're gone salary?
Well, they're hourly now.
Yeah, if they go on the 12, and if you're hourly, it's week to week. Your overtime is based on 1 week. And if you are on salary, it's the pay period. It's the 2-week period. Because 1 week, they're gonna have 48 hours or 44, I forgot how he has it. And the other one, they're gonna have less than 40
Yes.
to make
36
their hours for the pay period. And so instead of paying them overtime, you do the salary, in which I've done all the numbers on it. He's been absolutely, finally, good with overtime. It went, here's his overtime, and it just crashed.
dropped.
He didn't gradually do it, they're done. They had like 1 hour of overtime for the last 2 times, which is amazing.
So I guess is there a need to still go to 12-hour
Yeah,
shifts?
that's
If
what I'm
that's-
gonna ask.
Well,
Even
that
if they're
is for
staying?
coverage. For coverage.
So wait, did their overtime plummet, but also we're not covered? Is that what you're saying?
For the last 2 pays, we've had 1 hour of overtime, you said.
Yeah, each one,
But they had 1 to 12-hour days, so what's,
they haven't gone to 12-hour days.
do they need to go to 12-hour days if he's,
Because the coverage and pay are two different things.
Well, that's what I asked. Did the
Yes.
overtime plummet, but we're not having coverage? Is that, what we've
He
sacrificed.
still has a coverage problem. And this will address that.
Well-
I'm thinking he probably need him present.
I
Yeah,
don't know, because if somebody that's on salary doesn't show up for their shift, how's that helping? Sorry.
They don't get paid for when they're not here.
Well, I know, but he's gonna need bodies in to fill in for that 12-hour shift. Is he gonna have bodies?
Because you're paying, whoever is doing that hour is getting paid.
Yeah, I know.
And now they're paid the same.
But will
so-
we have the body to cover that shift?
No, nobody now.
but you said,
Apparently.
you said they're not getting paid if they don't show up to their shift, but I've always understood salary,
Yeah,
you get
you
paid
get
whether
paid
you're
whether you're-
there or not, whether you work 10 hours that week or you work 70.
You can also write an unemployment contract.
Is that part of this?
That will be.
Yeah.
See, and I really would like to know that, because this does not describe that, this just says it's starting August.
Five-day meeting.
Yeah, well.
Well, will 45 minutes
I
be
wanna
enough
understand
then?
it more.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Okay.
know for you, Kent. I already told you
Well,
twice.
Yeah, but we went from salary to hourly back to salary. That's one kind of, and when we hired Scott salary, he tried to convince him.
I was just
to
gonna
go
say,
hourly.
I said I thought he was done going to
And now
salary
we're gonna
because
have
you
everybody's salary.
get paid more for all the runs you go on. And then down the road, you complain about,
Yeah.
well,
It's not
you know,
worth it.
it's not worth it for what I get paid because of all the extra runs. I'm like, we should have went hourly. That's what I said from the get-go.
Yeah, still gonna have the 2 runs a day or, more and,
There's no incentive.
yeah,
That is my fear, that people won't pick
Yeah.
up because there's no incentive.
yeah.
I mean, how did you base their new salaries? I'll just say I'm one of them. And I make an X number of dollars an hour, whatever. How did you come up with now my salary for the year, and are they gonna be happy with that?
Well, they say they are.
Well, I've heard a lot of things in the past where
I'm aware.
half.
Okay, let's just say Ken's salary.
I'm
And he works his 4 12 hours in 1 week, and he works his 3 12 hours another week, and he gets paid,
And
let's
that's
just
all
say
figured
$60,000
into
a
the
year, and then all of a sudden they need a second run for their salary. If they need a second squad run, and Kent responds, is he gonna get paid? Any extra? Cause he's salary.
When it's outside of their scheduled time.
So Corey's salary, and he gets called in at nighttime for a water main break.
On a Saturday.
He doesn't, we don't pay any extra overtime for salary.
No.
I don't get it either.
You cover extra meetings and stuff, your salary, do you get paid any extra?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the difference.
I-
They have no incentive to come on that second run because they're already getting paid a flat amount, they're not gonna get paid any
Well,
extra.
I'm trying to fix the problem, but it's difficult. You can't make people come to work. You can't make volunteers come to work. All you can do is pay them decently, we do. And I don't know how else to do
Well,
it.
salary's
Well,
gonna
I'm
take care
not
of that.
disagreeing, but I guess I thought, like, him increasing his numbers was gonna help this. I mean, that's what has been stated all along, to get more volunteers. And we're paying for these volunteers, we pay for their background checks and their drug screens, we pay for all of this, and then they're not doing runs for us. I don't know how just turning people into salary, it's going to encourage anyone to pick up extra shifts. Those shifts are still available, whether,
Well, the way that I explained it to Ken, if you remember, is that if you have a job, and y'all have jobs, that's your job, how you take care of your family, pay your bills, it's how you live. If you're a volunteer over here, that's extra. Yeah, you get paid for it, but it's not something that you depend on to live. If you hire a full-time person, it's their job. That's what they depend on. Pay their rent, their light bill, feed their kids. It's a job. They will be here because it's their job.
I think he had problems before with
And those
some,
people get kicked out.
will this cover
well,
Saturdays
the
and
one
Sundays also,
lasted several
Cheryl?
years without getting.
Will this
kicked
cover
out.
Saturdays and Sundays as well? Okay, so this is 7-day a week,
Yes.
around the clock.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're gonna be happy.
Saturdays and Sunday, 12-hour shifts?
No, well,
Some
I
of
think
them.
that's, yeah, but I think that's where the volunteers come in. It's
I know we've
covered,
asked Drew to cover stuff.
Yes.
He's on like a 12-hour shift.
right, but he's not full-time. That's those volunteers.
Okay. Sorry, I'm confused. How many full-time do we have?
We
5,
have,
6?
yeah, we're 5 right now.
And they're gonna be able to cover 7 day a week, 12-hour shifts. Then who else is he using?
The part-timers.
And if they're not filling in now, who's gonna fill in?
Yeah, so I guess that's why when I
I
asked
still
if it
think
was
we're
full
short.
coverage.
People, maybe I'm missing something, I'm getting old.
So we said,
That's
He's
because you have to
done,
hire.
from what he explained to me here this last couple days, he said with this extra, we got 6 full-timers, okay? It's gonna fill in some of the gaps, for the shift rounds, and then the remaining part-timers that are running, he's gonna put them in the slots that need to be filled in. From my understanding, he's letting people pick what hours they wanna run, and I said, you need to fill in those hours to have them run. So you fill in all your gaps every 2 weeks, and everybody's got shifts to run and times to run, part-timers, and you got your full-timers all filled in.
And so what he wants to do is to have the volunteers, or part-time, however you wanna say it, to choose what works for them. It's like, I'm always off on Wednesdays at my other job. I can always do Wednesday. If he has people who make a commitment, because right now, they doesn't make them, but he's gotta make a commitment to the department. I will be here every Wednesday.
Plus it's a holiday.
so is,
That's how all
Is-
people are.
I mean, that's how it is. I mean, it's,
are even the part-time
or
shifts
it's my birthday or
12
somebody's
hours?
family.
No.
Well, how long are those shifts?
They will be
4
whatever,
hours.
he needs them to be.
So we could still have some
For
gaps in
example,
coverage
Well,
then?
Well, he's
have-
trying to, yeah, but he's trying to alleviate that through this new
We
scheduling
have
and
some that can
outline.
only do weekends, and so they do 24 hours on the weekend.
But Cheryl was saying with the structure of what they're looking at, isn't gonna change the payroll, increase the
Not gonna
payroll.
change payroll, because you're gonna pay
If you can
somebody.
do it this way and keep it consistent with runs and reduce overtime, but keep the payroll the same.
Okay, if I'm salary and I'm making overtime, and you put me on, or if I'm hourly and you put me on overtime, and I'm gonna make maybe less now on salary, am I gonna be happy? No. And are these full-timers gonna work weekends, 12-hour shifts?
They have to.
They want Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 now.
Well, we're not doing that.
Well, when I say we, I think we're thinking different than,
Well, he said when he's talking to
Others.
staff, he's got 6 people ready to roll with it, so.
Like Ken's saying, let's just say a lot of years ago, we had like John Elwood and Bob Myers. How much overtime did they get a year?
Nope.
They, let's just say they made 40,000 a year, but for 5-6 years in a row, they made 50,000 because they made $10,000 of overtime. Because they went on like every run, every time they went off. And now you're gonna say, you gotta go to 12-hour shifts and you're gonna be salary though, we're gonna pay you 40. A person that's used to making 50s is not gonna be happy. I worked in factories for a lot of years before working out in school, and hourly people worked every Saturday or worked every time they offered overtime, because they wanted the money for their families, take care of stuff, but you get used to that too, and you take it away from them, that's not gonna set well.
The biggest thing I see in 12-hour shifts is one, it's very hard on you. I don't know too many people, except, well, at least in the law enforcement side of the 12 hours, not too many people like because of the night shift, it's long. But I mean, theirs will be a little bit different because they're not gonna be able to stay as busy and they'll be able to sleep during the nighttime, But when you're on days off, okay, and you get that second or third squad run every day, are they going to respond? Okay, and then if they do respond, again, if they're salary, that's all they're getting is that salary line. The other thing, if you wanted to eliminate overtime, which when I first took over up here, you go to the federal standard for first responders that includes fire, EMS, police, where you don't have to pay overtime until you reach the 86th hour. All right, and then in a 20-day rotation, as long as you have not worked over 171 hours, I think it is. All right, and that's only when overtime would be required. Okay. We went to getting paid over 40 because the fire or the EMS was getting paid for over 40 hours overtime. My guys were not. So there's options there too, if that's what you're trying to eliminate in overtime. So, but, yeah,
I know I'm the bad guy, but if we got 20-some people on the payroll, how do we need overtime?
Well, I'd be curious what the numbers look like, and
Yeah, I
I
mean,
said
I
Bruce
will
was
too,
president.
I mean,
Curious
most
what
of
finance says after they look over it, but.
I mean, most fire EMS, that's what they do. They work the 12-hour shifts and they go, I don't know if he's going 48 on, 48 off, and then 36 on and 36 off, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
You know, which is pretty standard in the fire and EMS world, is what they work. I just don't know how they do the overtime if they're strictly salaried. And if you'll get people to show up and, you know, we tell them, your salary, that's what it is. I mean, that's what I do, it's Corey does, you know,
But, and it's like, that's what we agreed to.
so.
That's what you agreed to, it's what
Yeah.
I agreed to. So that's what I do. Otherwise, I didn't know there's an option, it's like, I don't wanna do this, I'm
Yeah.
not coming to council. Let someone else do
So-
this. It's part of my job.
But you got hired like that.
Yeah, I was
All these
gonna say-
individuals got hired different way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
and now you're
a-
trying to make them
This is a new
change.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we can have them all
fine with
jump
that.
ship too and have nobody.
Well,
But I
then
guess-
we'll have to deal with that.
I guess
We
wonder
also
how after a
have
month they're gonna really
levy
like
on
this.
This in November. And yes, it's been approved.
Does this make it easier for you, or
I'm sorry?
does this make it easier for you or not?
Oh, none of it's easier for me. Trust me on this.
Does this reduce overtime or reduce payroll?
It should.
It should
It
reduce
should
payroll.
with human nature. It's like if you work 12 and you have little kids, and they all have little kids, they want to go home to their family. They do not want somebody calling in who is, you know, flaky, saying, I don't feel like coming in. Can you just wait, stay more hours for me? They're gonna say no. You need to just come in and go to work. That needs to be the mindset over there. Like right now, it's like, I don't wanna do it, so they don't show up. It's like, no, that's not it. They have to change how they do stuff. And it should have happened a long time ago.
Well, Bruce and Cheryl, we're gonna plan together, and do they have a meeting scheduled with Fire EMS coming up, or they just going through finance on it?
I'm right there.
They weren't going through anybody.
He was just gonna
We
come,
got
he was,
the message
Bruce
saying
was
he
gonna
talked
come
to
up
Their
here.
Cheryl.
finance is not gonna change
Right,
because
right.
So paying them salary, because they're gonna have to get a raise, is gonna not go over what they'd be making hourly plus all the overtime.
Well, no, because we're eliminating
Okay,
the overtime. So it
well,
would be
I'm just
whatever-
saying,
Right.
if
whatever
it's
their
not
hourly rate
changing
is,
at all,
just put in
then.
a salary number.
Mm,
And then you compare that to what they made last year, and I bet you they are all taking a pay cut.
That is my fear.
and the whole time they were getting that money, they were getting yelled at constantly, no overtime, no overtime. And they just did it anyway.
well, So.
Well, they were
And now
covering,
they're
Yeah, that's
and they were
what
also
we
covering
Yeah.
our city. I think that we also
Yeah,
have to
right,
keep that in
right.
mind, like, they're also doing us a service. I personally would rather pay overtime knowing that my family member right now could collapse and someone can go get them. I think that we have to look at this from a bunch of different angles. I know I don't like paying the overtime either, which is why I thought boosting those numbers and getting more people through those classes was going to help. I thought that was the way of eliminating overtime, not cutting people's wages. They don't make great wages anyways, and then asking them to stay in
They
a
make
box.
good wages compared to other agencies.
I wouldn't do what they do
Yes,
for a
they do.
living for that price.
They go to a city, yes, I know, I saw Mark, your expression, but it's, if they want to go to a city and join a full-time department, that's a different story. We're Hicksville. They make good money for this part of Northwest Ohio.
They're seeing the same acuity of care and health problems as people in Fort Wayne. Right, someone having a heart attack in Fort Wayne, their person's gonna get paid more than someone who's having a heart attack here in Hicksville. Yet, they're both dealing with the exact same health issues.
It's because you have to have the mindset that this is your department.
I get that, I just don't want these people to leave because we're forcing them into a number that they weren't prepared for.
But we're not.
Sounds like they're on board.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bruce has been talking to everybody. He wouldn't be going down this road if he was gonna have
They would be-
departments torn
every
apart.
chair would be full. Oh.
Yeah.
Find out Monday.
I think Bruce has done
I
a
know,
fantastic,
we-
I think our department with numbers have done a fantastic job. He's got a lot of people running, or a lot of people on board, is who's running and who's picking up the extra hours.
That-
I think that's the kicker.
That
I mean,
is-
I think they wanna be a part of the department, but it's time to, okay, if you're part of the department, you gotta run. And the ones that run, get on the schedule, and the ones that don't run, don't be on the department. Right? I mean,
And getting a PR for that.
yeah.
It doesn't work anymore. You have to actually do the work. Or if you want to leave, leave. But you have to just say, don't care, leave. Otherwise,
But I think our department's strong right now. I mean,
and it can be stronger as long as everybody's on the same page. And everybody's helping everybody and it's a community.
but Bruce and his department and Cheryl have been working on this for quite some time. I think they want to try to bring it to fruition and show consistency across scheduling, financing, and coverage.
Which is fine, but, you know, we have to, pay scale's already set for the year, and he's saying he's gonna go August 5th live with this, and
But
we haven't even approved it yet.
The money part's not going to be a factor. Because on every hour that you go on around where you're just sitting over there, you're getting paid the same.
Budgetary wise, no, but are you able to pay somebody a different rate than what our pay scale ordinance states? We set everyone's pay scale.
I did this for like a week to get all their numbers just right.
I know, but we
Even
vote on
like them, I
that.
would like them.
We vote on those, the pay scale for every individual employee in the whole village. They have a certain pay scale.
Right.
You can't pay them a different scale, can you?
We can amend
Until we
it.
approve it. I know, but we gotta approve it.
Right, it has to be voted on when it's amended, of course.
And it might be 3 readings. Well, that won't get done by August 5th.
Well, then he'll have to move it back on me.
Well, you gotta see numbers first. Yeah. So,
Okay, the last thing I'll say on this, I'm not opposed till I see numbers, whatever. But if we move ahead with this, I don't ever want to have any of them come to council and like, look what you guys did to us. This wasn't our idea. I get tired of being a bad guy for stuff we don't do. Supposedly, they're all on board with this, so if we give it the blessing, I don't want to hear any gripes.
This will be a good thing for the department, which means it's a good thing for the village.
Yes,
The
but
ones who don't agree can come and talk to me anytime, I'm here every day.
Yeah, I guess,
Well, if it's being proposed by the EMS chief,
I was gonna
it's
say.
his shop.
yeah.
We should trust what he's saying, I think, and go with it.
And if he's met with everybody and they're on board,
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
fine.
it should
It's
fall
just
on
what
him,
your-
not on-
what his goal is he trying to eliminate overtime, just how you want, what is the main goal here? What is trying to-
Just so people don't have amnesia later, is what I'm saying.
Well, I know we've asked Bruce to be
Yeah.
very creative when it comes to staffing, and I do appreciate the fact that he has looked at this from a bunch of different angles, and if this is ultimately the best for keeping them on budget, then I absolutely support it. I just don't want there to be gaps of coverage, and I don't want people to not get paid what they're used to.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have some shortfalls here and there on those 12-hour shifts, but, it'll be because it's something brand new to everybody, so, but.
If it works. Thank you, Cheryl.
It's better than having 19 empty slots in a week on the schedule.
That's
Nobody will write their name, make a commitment. That's all we're asking. If you're going to be here and you're gonna be at Hicksville EMT, make a commitment. Period.
Do you let
And if I have to make them do it
kindergartners
in
decide
writing,
what they're
I'll do
gonna
that.
do at school that day, or do you have a teacher that says this is what we're doing? Sorry, I'm just saying, you don't let employees tell you what they're doing.
Bingo.
Well, then that goes back to your department head.
That's where Bruce is the teacher.
Well,
That's his.
then let's,
I'm trying to bring him up right.
he's not a rookie.
Kind of is.
All right. Fund status.
You're done.
Do
Okay.
it first, and then more than kicked
If you have any questions about the fund status or cash summary, let me know. At least so far this year, we have brought in more than we've spent. I have the June income tax and utility collections. April has been working very hard with income tax, and her numbers show it. And she just got back from the 3-day Ohio Municipal League training that they have every year in July. So she enjoyed that. I put in the June revolving loan report, and Stoic Industries paid theirs off.
What's up with the two,
They're done. Oh.
the ones that have the, is that April's working
Yeah,
on
they're-
that, or is that the month of April, the last payment?
Which one are you talking about?
The first and last one on the list?
The revolving loan?
Yeah,
They're all up to date.
well, that only, not all of them say that. And one of them was one I had a concern a little while back on it.
Where is?
They all say current, except the first one and last one.
Well, and I forgot to change it, they're all current. As of June of this year, or it says April, yeah, that was that April payment that somehow all of them got, they're still never shown up. They were all in an envelope together from Maumee Valley that they delivered to me. I never got the April at all. And so it took a while for those two to make up their April payment, but they all did. Everybody's current. And so it's paid off, and if anybody knows of a business who wants to get a loan, very low interest, they have plenty of money.
In fact, they encourage us, we need to find someone, right?
Yep. And we have. $653,000. And that's all you can use it for. And I also have the police department and mayor's court reports as well. And I don't know if I put this in the packet, but American Legal is sold. It's now ICC Code Solutions. Same business.
Do we pay for that?
Yeah.
Is that like a yearly fee or something?
Yeah, it depends on how many ordinances came forward that year and how many copies they have to make for us. But we're down to only 2 paper copies, so that's a whole lot less. And they also put it all online for us, we don't have to do any of it.
Or anything else for Cheryl? All right. Well, again, I thank everybody for making a special meeting tonight that we couldn't do on the 6th. I hope everyone had a good 4th of July celebration. I know America's still celebrating its 250th this year, so got the Eagles, no, I'm sorry, not Eagles, at the Eagles, isn't it the Boy Scout chicken barbecue, and isn't a bike rally or something going on that day?
Troop Loop.
Troop Loop,
Saturday.
this coming Saturday, at the Eagles, they're doing chicken and other kinds of food down there. Help support our local Cub Scouts, Eagles, and different organizations here in the community. And after that, I wish everybody a happy week, and we'll see you on the 20th.
Make most of it. Anybody have any questions about this Columbia Headery project?
That's why Maple already met today, because it's
I
deadline.
didn't know if anybody had any questions about it. You guys are aware that we're paid for with a $500,000 grant?
Yes, attaboy.
Good job.
I'll sit down on your paycheck.
Yeah.
We had them,
County,
we adjourned.
Yes. In a half hour.
Brian,
Yes.
Mike,
Second. Yes.
Kent Miller.
I like pose.